And we're live. What is going on, everybody? My name is Nikki Smokes. You are listening to the Smoke Show. It is game week, baby. If you are wondering where Bobby's at, this guy wanted to tell me that he has a Labor Day dinner. Who is he lying to? I've never heard of such an egregious thing in my life. Labor Day dinner? I know you're on the golf course, you absolute square. It's game week. I want my co-host here. He's not here, but cheers. This one goes out to all the Dolphins fans. We waited months for this, drooling over football, and the week is here. And shout out to my father. He learned how to use his smart TV. He learned how to use YouTube. I'm very proud of you, Dad. Let's get this thing fucking going. Let's get the boys buzzing. Let's get that song on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's go. Woo! Oh, that tastes like game week. Woo! Oh my God, that thing hitting. Let's go, everyone, let's go. Miami Dolphins #1. Oh, we fucking here, boys. We are fucking here. We've made it. Welcome to week 1. God bless everyone in the chat. Everyone's already blowing it up. Shout out Level 2 Noob. Shout out Scott Jackson. Shout out Sweet Jumps. Oh, you want to see another shotgun? Give me a second or I'm going to throw it up. I'm burping. My stomach's full. I got the 2-on, T-on. I'm talking about. It is game week against the New England Patriots. You're going to hear me burp a lot. It is what it is. It gets scary when you're legendary. I don't know what to tell you. So usually I like to come in. I like to start my shows with jokes. So I thought this was a pretty good joke. The New England Patriots came down last week to practice at FAU, FIU, or whatever FCS school facility that they wanted to practice to. And they did that because they wanted to get acclimated for the heat. Well, here's a news flash, pal. I lived in South Florida my whole life. You don't ever get acclimated to it. Have you been to Hard Rock Stadium? Have you ever sat on the away side and just sat there and get fucking fried like Patrick the Star and SpongeBob? I mean, come on, bro. You don't get 1 week and all of a sudden, ooh, I'm acclimated to 110 degrees, 800 degree humidity. Yeah, I'm cool. I can play in that now. Dude, come on now. Come on, bro. You don't come down to South Florida a week early and all of a sudden you're in football sheep. You're ready to sit on the away side and get absolutely fish fried. Come on, bro. I'm glad you're that nervous. I'm really glad that you're that nervous. I really am. And the thing is, I'm a big-time sports bettor, right? By the way, college football last week, that was amazing. That was some of the best football I've ever seen. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. I'm a huge sports bettor, so I'm always looking at lines. I'm always checking it because whether you guys agree with me or not, most of those games are rigged. Vegas knows the outcome. They know more than we will ever know as a fan. They know more than the people on ESPN. They know everything. And the only thing that scares me going into week 1 against the Patriots is the line. We're only 3-point favorites, and that's a key number right there. And to be honest with you, we should be way past that. We should be way past that. We should be like minus 185, minus 200 to win this game. And we're only minus 150, and we're only laying 3 points at home. And everyone has money on the Dolphins. So that scares me. That does scare me. But then I look at this, and I see this piece of shit depth chart. If we lose to this team, we suck. Mac Jones, Damian Harris, Devontae Parker, LOL, Jacoby Myers, you're a bum. Kendrick Bourne, who are you? Who are you? Hunter Henry, I'm not worried about you. Trent Brown, you a dog. Cole Strange, like, get out of here. Look at this trash-ass defense. You think Jonathan Jones is guarding Tyreek Hill? Do you think Jalen Mills is guarding Jalen Waddle? Do you think old man Devin McCourty has any life at providing any help over the top for Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Eric Ezukama, or even damn Trent Sherfield? He might score too. If we lose to this trash-ass team, we are sorry. If we lose to this depth chart, we are sorry. Sorry. I made a video earlier. like early in the summertime. And I said the 3 most important games for the Dolphins to win. And the first one that I said was this game right here. This game right here is going to tell me everything we need to know. If we don't go out there and handle business like we should up against this dog shit roster, we have a problem. I don't care it's Mike McDaniel's first game. I don't care it's a new offensive line. I don't care if we all need time to gel together. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. If Devontae Parker cooks us, we suck. If Mac Jones comes into Miami and cooks us, we suck. We should go out there and set the fucking tone. I know Byron's not playing. Cool. Next man up. What are we about? Do we have championship depth? Let me find out off the bat. I want to know what the fuck we are about. And sorry, Dad. Sorry, my girlfriend, Angelica. I know I said I would stop saying the F word, but I'm way too fucking fired up for week 1. They want to come into our house week 1, bet. So what? What's good? We're here. It's week 1. I'm tired of being some sorry, mediocre-ass football team. We pray that we make the fucking playoffs on a team to miss a field goal or a win percentage. Fuck all that bullshit, bro. We've done that for way too long, and it starts right now. Who the fuck is going to show up this Sunday at 1 o'clock at the Hard Rock Stadium? Because if it's the sorry-ass Dolphins that start 1-7 and get us hype, I don't want it. I'm good. Set the tone. This team couldn't even hold our jockstrap. This team should not be able to hold our jockstrap. Mac Jones could be our damn ball boy. We've waited too damn long. 22 years since our last playoff win. Come out here and show me what we're about. Come out here, McDaniel, and show me why you are so much better than Flores. Because Flores never lost to the Patriots. Well, no, I think he lost once with Fitzpatrick. But other than that, Tua's never lost. Tua's never lost to Bill Belichick. And that is not changing here at home. Week 1. That is not changing here week 1 at home. Do I make myself clear? If this team does not go out there and show the fuck up, I'm done. I don't give a fuck. I won't do another show. And yeah, look, I'm aware, man. I'm aware. Last year, because I was at the game, I flew out to Foxborough. We won week 1, right? And yeah, here I am. I'm betting us to win the East. I'm betting us to do this, betting us to do that. And then we go 1-7. Fair. I'm aware that you could, win the first game and then your season goes to shit. I'm just banking on Tua not to break his ribs or have Mac Hollins or Isaiah Ford catching passes. That's what I'm betting on this year because I look at this roster and it is day and night. We are the far superior team to the New England Patriots. And if we don't go out there and show that right off the bat, I'm good. You can. The only way that this team could bring me back in if we were to lose this game against the Patriots is to beat Buffalo. That's it. And guess what? You don't have Byron Jones out there, so Noah Igbo trash. He's going to go back out there. You guys remember what happened last time he played Buffalo? He got scorched. Like a dab. He got manhandled. And to be real, I'm not cool with that. You go out there week 1, you beat the fucking Patriots at home like you're supposed to, and you leave no mercy. This game should not be close. Can you guys tell how fired up I am for this? I mean, we fucking made it. Each and every single one of you guys. Shout out to everyone that's been here. When I started this channel in May, I picked the absolute worst time to make a Miami Dolphins channel. Y'all stood here. Y'all stuck with me. And I love each and every single one of you guys. And this is our first game week. And I promise you, it is only going to get better. That I can assure you of. So now that I got that out of the way, I gave you guys my smoke. I think it is fair for me to do another shotgun because I am very, very fired up. Football's back. College football was outstanding. Yeah, shout out Waddle Waddle, by the way. Him, level 2 noob. You were my 2 OGs. If you guys haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, because I'm telling you, I'm going to take this shit over. And I never sit here, I never pound my chest, but I'm just saying how I feel. I'm about to take this shit over. And that's no disrespect to anyone. I love TD. I look up to TD. I love Dougie. I love everyone, but I'm taking this shit over, and I promise you that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, but I'm popping this fucking gun, and we're about to get fired up over here. 9 out of 10 right there. That was 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. All right, so real quick before I pop this and send it down my throat and probably throw up, I'm doing like tailgate interviews for the first home game and obviously every home game. The 2 questions I've came up with so far is I'm going to ask people if they could spell Tua's last name. I think that's going to be great. I doubt that many people at a tailgate fucked up are going to be able to spell Tua's last name. So I'm going to do that one. And I'm going to ask him, what's the most punchable face on the Patriots? And then I need your guys' help for the third one. So let me know what question I should ask people in the parking lot at the tailgate, first game, Dolphins versus Patriots. Wow, I'm shotgunning this. Holy shit, I got a problem. I'm a fucking animal. Game week, baby. Oh my God, I live for this shit. I really live for this shit. Anyway, all right. Let's see what everyone's got. So no one gave me anything. That's great. That's great. Spell Noah's last name. I don't think anyone would get that. I don't think anyone would be able to get Noah's last name. Oh my God. Shout out Sweet Jumps. Now this shirt is from Barstool Sports. Shout out Barstool Sports. No free ads, but anyway, I like that. I mean, I can't even say Noah's last name. That's why I call him Noah Igbo Trash, because I physically cannot say his last name, and there's no reason for me to sit here and try to do so. So I'm not going to do it. Anyway, we got NFL football on Thursday. I'm going to come back. I'm going to talk about the Dolphins, talk about the Patriots game, obviously. But can we all just like be football fans for a minute here? Like, the NFL starts in 3 days. Bills, Rams, what more could you ask for? Defending Super Bowl champions versus the Buffalo Bills. And look, I hate Buffalo. I absolutely hate Buffalo. I hope that they lose by 50. But if I were to bet this game, I would take Buffalo. I think Buffalo is going to go out there, and I think they're going to beat the Rams. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Buffalo goes out there, they get steamrolled, and then the Dolphins go out there week 1. We beat the Patriots like we did last year, and then we're going to be in first place in the AFC East like we were last year. You guys remember that? You guys remember being first place in the AFC East for 1 week before we lost 7 straight? That was a great time. That was like the flight home from New England. My shit didn't stink. My dick grew like 2 inches. I was walking around. I felt like Conor McGregor. I really did. But anyway, Thursday night football, Bills, Rams in LA. I think the Bills win. Let me know who you guys think is going to win in the comments. I just think they got too much firepower in Buffalo. I know they don't have White. He's not playing. But the corner that they drafted from Florida, he's a dog. I think they'll be all right. I think their pass rush is going to be really, really good. And everyone comes off that Super Bowl hangover. Everyone does. So I'm going to take Buffalo to win, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope they lose by 50. And if I lose $100 betting on Buffalo to win, it's the best $100 I've ever spent. So it is what it is. I could live with it. All right, so good news came in. Jalen Waddle, he is playing, and to be honest with you, it's not too much of a surprise to me. Mike McDaniel's done a great job all offseason of keeping guys on load management. Sorry, I'm going to burp. The whole goal this offseason was to keep guys healthy and get them to week 1. That's exactly what we did. Teron Armstead's going to be playing. Tua's going to be playing. Jalen Waddle's going to be playing. Tyreek Hill's going to be playing. The only one that's not playing is Byron, and that wasn't even a practice inflicted injury. Like, that was an off season. His Achilles. I don't know if it was soft tissue. I'm not a doctor. Usually I would call Ghost in here and he could play doctor with you guys. But the point is, it's not like he got hurt in practice. So overall, McDaniel has done a fantastic job this offseason of having the entire roster healthy for week one. Obviously, Trill Williams, he tore his ACL in a preseason game. But for the most part, man, when we're talking just about our starters, I mean, we did a good fucking job getting ready for week one. So that is great news. And to be honest with you guys, I think we should kill them. I really do. And Scant Dollar said, we taking the Patriots too lightly. And to a certain degree, I agree with you. I think us as a fan base, we might be taking them too lightly. But I think we should. And it sounds crazy. Listen, if I'm in the locker room, if I'm the coach, I'm not saying, yo, take the Patriots lightly. Because there's no free win in the NFL. But as a Dolphin fan, if you look at our roster and what we've been able to build, and the last 2 years against the New England Patriots, we've owned them. Our roster is light years ahead of theirs. I mean, you want to talk about wide receivers, Tyreek Hill versus Devontae Parker, Jalen Waddle versus Jacoby Myers, Cedric Wilson versus Kendrick Bourne. I mean, that's night and day. You guys could debate Mac and Tua all you want. I don't care. I don't have an opinion over that. I think they're both in the same tier. I think that's a fair assessment. They're both in the same tier. We got Raheem Mostert. They have Damian Harris. Their backup is Stevenson. Our backup is Chase Edmonds. Our offensive line, I think, is better than theirs. Teron Armstead's playing. The whole offensive line's healthy. Sure. Are there question marks? Sure. But overall, do I think our offensive line is better than theirs? Most definitely. Do I think our defense is more talented than theirs? Of course. Of course. I think we have one of the best front sevens in the NFL. Am I lying? Am I lying? As a Dolphin fan, should we not feel confident? Should we not feel confident going into this game? Again, if I'm Mike McDaniel, I'm not saying, yo, we are so much better than them. You guys don't have to worry about them or nothing. We're going to cruise right through this game. No, I would never say that as a head coach. But as a Dolphin fan, outside looking in, yeah, this should be a fucking win. And if it's not a win, we got a problem. And I already told you guys why that's a problem. It's our first game of the year. We don't have Byron Jones. Our first 2 games, New England Patriots, we should destroy them. We're more talented than them. Tua has never lost to them. There is no reason why we should lose this game. Their star wide receiver is Devontae Parker. I know Byron Jones is not playing. Cool. If we can't beat this team minus Byron Jones, we do not have the depth to make a playoff run. Do you guys want to start winning playoff games, or do you want to just sit here and keep being fucking average? Because I'm tired of being average. I want to start winning playoff games. I want to start making the playoffs over and over and over and over and over again, to the point where during March, April, May, June, July, August, by the time it gets back to September, I have something to look forward to. I know my team's going to be there. Why? Because we put in this fucking work. We deserve to be here. Look at the Chiefs. Tampa with Tom. I mean, the teams that are just always there. The Green Bay Packers every single year. Why not us? Why not us? We have to go out there and we have to win. Regardless if someone goes down, shit happens. It's the NFL. Players get hurt all the time. How do you respond to the adversity is how you figure out how good of a football team that you actually have. Because it's easy when everyone's got their starters out, right? That's not the case. That is not the case in the NFL. Who can rise to the adversity? Who's going to be the team that's going to be able to have the next man up and step up and grab that opportunity by the balls and fucking help us win that game? We have to go out there and beat New England week 1 because that's the easiest it gets to start. 1-0 against the Patriots. And then what do we have to do next? We have to go on the road to Baltimore. Their starting wide receiver, their wide receiver 1, Rashad Bateman. Their wide receiver 2, Devin Duvernay. He's from Texas. Shout out Sean Barron. Go Horns. But anyway, that's another team you should be able to beat without Byron Jones. That's 2 teams right there. And if you were to drop this first game against a division rival in your own house, a team you haven't lost to in the last 3 times you've played, with the best roster that we've ever had in the last 22 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Tell me if we've had a better roster in the last 22 years than this team right now. Go back to Chad Pennington with the Wildcat and Ricky Williams and Ronnie Brown. Go back to even 2000, the last time we won a fucking playoff game. Or how about when we won? No, we won the AFC East with Chad Pennington and the Wildcat in 2008. Even 2016 when we made the playoffs and got blown out by Pittsburgh. Tell me right now if we've ever had a better roster than the team we have right now. We've never had a team this talented. Never. And if we can't go out there the first game of the year and beat a division rival on our home turf, the first week of September, my guy, you guys have lived in this state. You guys have tailgated at the Hard Rock Stadium. You have sat in that stadium. You know how hot it is. If you can't go out there and beat them, that first game with the best roster you've ever had in the last 22 years. Come on. Gotta win that game. Gotta win that game. And then you go to Baltimore. You handle your business. I know we whooped that ass last year, but I'll give Baltimore the benefit of the doubt. You want to talk about context for Tua and that trash-ass O-line and those trash-ass receivers? Go look at Baltimore's IR list last year. That was not a football team last year, bro. That was not a football team last year. That was who the hell can play today. That was like the 2019 Dolphins on Tuesday. We're searching the waiver wire because this guy just tore his ACL at practice. We got to get someone else in there. That's what that was. I still think we're a better team than Baltimore, but I'm just saying it's not going to be some cakewalk. I hope it's a cakewalk. I like cake. I ate a lot of cake yesterday, and I'd love to eat a lot of cake then too. It's not an easy win. And then we got Buffalo, who until we beat, I'm not going to say we're going to beat them until I see that with my own eyes. And until we beat Buffalo, this team's a fraud. This team's a fraud. I expect us to beat New England. So if we don't do that, I think we're a fraud already. But if we beat New England, I'm not going to sit here and say we're going to the Super Bowl. If we beat New England, I'm not going to say, yo, we're going to go win an AFC championship. If we beat New England, I'm not going to say, yo, I want to go to war against anyone in the playoffs in their hometown. I want to go into Kansas City where it's 12 degrees out because we beat New England. I'm not going to say that I expect to beat the New England Patriots. You want me to start talking crazy? You want me to start raising my expectations for this football team? You go beat Buffalo at home. You beat Buffalo at least once and let them know, hey, we're fucking here. We haven't beat Josh Allen one time. All this hype's great, bro. Trust me, I love the Kool-Aid. You guys saw. I love Kool-Aid. I'll sip the Kool-Aid, but I'll be the first one to throw it up. I'll put the fingers right back here. Boom, it'll be out of my system like that if we don't beat Buffalo. That's how I feel. I expect to beat New England. And if I want to raise my standards for this football team, we have to beat Buffalo. That's it. We could go 3-1, and if we lose to Buffalo, I'll be pissed. Sounds crazy, right? Sounds crazy. I'd rather go 2-2 and beat Buffalo. That way I know we have a chance to make a playoff run, to win games against AFC teams like Buffalo. Oh, we could beat the big dog in our division? Cool. Why can't we win the AFC East then? But if we can't beat Buffalo at least one time, fraud. So at the end of the day, if I'm McDaniels, am I saying, guys, we really shouldn't be taking the Patriots that serious. It's going to be a free win. Absolutely not. But as a Dolphin fan, do I expect us to win this game? Yes. Anything less would be a disaster. Disaster. I saw someone comment something that I wanted to address. Where is it? I think someone's talking about the Steelers game. I thought that was a great point. I was going to bring that up. All right. The Bengals game is getting overlooked. That game is gonna be super tough. I think he was talking about the Dolphins. I mean, obviously he's talking about the Dolphins. Now, see, as a betting man, I thought he was talking about the Steelers versus the Bengals. Spoiler alert. I think the Steelers +7 against the Bengals. I think that is a for sure bet. I will be betting the fuck out of that game. Here's my thing, Captain Cold. By the way, Captain Cold, I appreciate you. You're always in here. If you guys haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. It means the world. Share it with some friends, please. All right. So the Bengals game is getting overlooked. Here's my thing. I believe that if the Dolphins beat Buffalo, they will lose to Cincinnati. However, if they lose to Buffalo, they will beat Cincinnati. Here's my reasoning. So say the Dolphins beat Buffalo. I'm going nuts. I'm running out of underwear because I've ruined them all. I've spent all my money on the Dolphins to go win the Super Bowl. We are at the high of highs. We are at the absolute peak. So how do we get rewarded? Quick turnaround week on the road at Cincinnati up against the defending Super Bowl, not champs, but runner-up in the Cincinnati Bengals without Byron Jones. I think that's setting us up to lose. We're up here. We're up here. Like for us, imagine us Dolphin fans. Imagine if we beat, we're going to beat New England. I'm telling you, I expect that to happen. We beat Baltimore and then we beat Buffalo, right? We got over the hump. We beat Buffalo on the road game, primetime up against the Cincinnati Bengals without your corner, up against the Bengals offense. You might take an L. And 3-1, I'm smiling ear to ear. That would be my favorite dream scenario. I'd rather lose to Cincinnati than Buffalo. Now, if you flip that, say we win the first 2 games, 2-0, great, and then we lose to Buffalo. I'm pissed. You're pissed. We're a fucking fraud. Oh, my God, how could we do this? I mean, we finally thought we were a good team, and then we go out there and we lose to Buffalo. Are we ever going to beat them? And then instead of being up here, we're all the way down here. So what's the best way to go from here to here? Quick turnaround, get it out of your system, go straight into Monday, start preparing for Cincinnati. Then you go out there and you shock the world. I do not see a universe where this team starts 4-0. I'm not being negative. I'm not being a hater. I'm being realistic. If this team makes it out of the first 4 games 2-2, we won. In my opinion, we won because you look at the rest of our schedule, we should fuck everyone up. The only game that I think everyone's underrating or overlooking is that Vikings game. I don't think that Vikings game is a free win at all. I think it's the furthest thing from a free win. And everyone that has, you know how the schedule comes out and everyone goes WWLL and they do their whole prediction. I'm not trying to beat my own drum, but I said that we would lose that game. But I think I'm the only person on Dolphins Twitter that has us losing that game. That is a very, very good football team right there. The Vikings are a very good football team, especially at 1 o'clock. Now, if we're playing Kirk Cousins at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. or whenever the hell we would play them, that's not 1 p.m., I'd love it. But Kirk Cousins, he's a 1 o'clock quarterback. That is not a free win. It's not a free win. So the first 4 games and the second to last, first 4 games are the most important. And the second set of 4 that's the most important is the Niners, Chargers, at Buffalo. So those are 3 straight road games. And then the Packers. You got to go 2-2 there, and you got to go at least 2-2 to start the season. That's it. That's it. That is why this first game against the New England Patriots is so, so, so important. Can't lose it. Can't lose it. And I could not imagine the shit that would go down each and every single day. Well, not every single, like every day after that loss until the next game. Could you guys imagine what would happen to our fan base if we lost? I mean, like I probably wouldn't have a show. I think I would just cancel the show. I would sell my channel to Fins or Die. Shout out Sorty for like 50 or $100, and I would go back to school and go be an accountant or something. I really don't know what I would do if the Dolphins were to lose this game. Like I said, we should not overlook it, but we should expect to win. We should expect to win. There's no reason in hell that this football team goes out there on Sunday and they lose. No reason. And if anyone could think of one, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Because I don't know. I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm looking at this depth chart. I see Tua, Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Trent Sherfield, Eric Ezukama, Mike Gesicki, Alec Ingold, Teron Armstead, Liam Eichenberg, Connor Williams, Robert Hunt, AJ, Christian Wilkins, Roquan Davis, Emmanuel Ogbah, Melvin Ingram, Alandon Roberts, Jerome Baker, Jalen Phillips, Xavier Howard, Brandon Jones, Javon Holland, Nick Needham. You want to tell me that Patriots team has any life against that team? Do the New England Patriots have any life against that football team? I just read you the depth chart. Do you not expect to win that game? Tell me. Tell me. Do you not expect to win that football game? I don't. I don't care if it's a new head coach. I don't care if it's a new offensive line. I don't care. I don't care. You win this game. You win this game, and you don't leave any question about it. Roadrunner says, this ain't no cakewalk. We should win, but I'm not betting any money on it. Hey, man, God bless you. More power to you. I can't help myself but bet on this game. I'm a betting man, and I always try to not bet on the Dolphins. In fact, I rarely ever do because that ties in my emotional and my financial. And when those things are going to war, I'm not in a good place. But when I expect this team to win, and it's against the New England Patriots, and it's at home, and it's the best roster I've ever seen in the last 22 years, yeah, I'm going to have money on it. Yeah, I'm going to have money on it. And if they lose, it is what it is. If they lose, good. They'll save me money for the not good. But what I'm saying is if they lose that first game, they're going to save me a lot more money down the road because I'll have my tickets on Ticketmaster. I'll have my merchandise on eBay. I'll get my money back. Don't worry. I'll sell the channel. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Sweet Jumps makes a great point. You got a roster, but do you got a team? I don't know. I don't know about you, Sweet Jumps, but all the shit that I've been hearing on YouTube, right? The podcast, the Tyreek Hill, the Twitter, Tua at the press conference, everything's changed. You know, guys are coming in with more confidence. Something just feels different, right? I don't know about you, but I think that might mean we have a team. There might be a culture. There might be a brotherhood. We got guys out here publicly supporting their teammates. Tyreek saying Tua's just as accurate as Patrick Mahomes. We got the roster and all the commotion, all the talking. It sounds like we have a team. It sounds like everything's been the best that it's ever been. Am I wrong? All I've been seeing is you're my bro. You're my bro. I love you. I'm going to be here for you. Yeah, bro. I'm going to support you. Like we're here together. All I've heard is brotherhood. They love each other. Everyone's working together. By the sounds of things, it sounds like we got a team. But I won't know for sure until Sunday. So that's something to look at, Sweet Jumps. But all I'm saying is if we go out there and we don't win that game, we don't have a fucking team. And to be honest with you, I don't think we'll have a fucking season. I'm just keeping it real. And it sounds crazy. But it is what it is. Mike Cantina, or I doubt I pronounced your last name right. I'm sorry. Noah Igbenogany. I might have just said that right. But he's been on the team for 3 years, and I still can't say his last name right. So I'm not coming at you sideways. Just know that. I appreciate your support. He says, I've learned not to expect anything from this team. I hear you. But when is that going to change? Like, at some point, we should expect something from our football team. I buy their hats. I buy their shirts. I buy the season tickets. Sometimes you have to buy the parking. I spend $12 for a beer. I should expect something in return, like winning against the Patriots week 1 at home with the best roster we ever had in 22 years. If you can't expect anything from your team now with Tyreek Hill and all these other guys on here, when are we ever going to be able to expect anything from this team? When the next Dan Marino walks through the door? Even with Dan Marino, we didn't win a Super Bowl. I'm expecting shit this year with this team. I'm expecting to beat the Patriots week 1. And I'm expecting to make the playoffs. Now, just because I expect it, would it surprise me if it didn't happen? No. My whole life, 22 years, this team's let me down. I'm 23 now. I'm 23 now. So 23 years, this team has let me down. Even the 2 years we made it to the playoffs got blown out both times. If not now, when? Because like I said, this is the best roster that I've seen since I've been born. Last time we won a playoff game was 2000. If we cannot expect anything from this team now, then when? Andre says it's been over 20 years with the same thing. This year is no different. Prove it on the field first, period. Fair enough. If they don't beat the fucking Patriots at home, you're right, brother. The team sucks, in my opinion. Now, you guys call me crazy. Oh, you're a hater. Dude, if we can't win this fucking first game against that scrub-ass team, we suck. And it's no different. But to be honest with you, Andres, I see, here I go again. I'm saying the same shit I said last year. I believe this year will be different. And if it's not different, what do you expect from me? What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? How would you like me to act? If this team is not different than it's been the last 22 years with the best roster we've ever had. Let me know. Mike's spitting. Once they prove they could compete with the good teams, then I expect. I just said, I expect to beat New England. I don't think they're a good team. I do not think the New England Patriots are a good team. I think they got blessed to make the playoffs. They made the playoffs, and they got steamrolled because they suck. We've beat them the last 3 times because they suck. I expect us to beat shitty teams. The New England Patriots fall into that category. You go out there and you beat them. And then after we do what we're supposed to do, which is beating a shitty team like the Patriots, you're supposed to go out there and beat the Buffalo Bills. That's a good football team. And like I said, Mike, my expectations for this team will not be raised if we beat the New England Patriots. But if we beat Buffalo, I'm going to have to call a financial advisor because I will have so much money on the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl. But I'm with you, brother. Mike, you hit the nail on the head. I expect us to beat New England, but my expectations for this team will not raise or be more significant if we beat the Patriots. Roadrunner says, Smoke, what 2 are we getting, bro? I have to see first before I start betting on my Dolphins. Well, I wish I had the answer for you because, look, I know I'm wearing the 2-and-on shirt. It's just a fly-ass shirt. And Tua is the quarterback of my favorite football team, so he's got my support. But there's no doubt that there's question marks and he has a lot to prove. And when you compare him to the guys that we're comparing him to, like Justin Herbert, because that is the guy that we passed on for Tua, he needs to show up. He needs to show up. He needs to be better. Everything that I've seen when I went to practice, he looks the best he's ever had. But if that doesn't translate to Sunday, it's all smokescreen. It's all Kool-Aid. You know? I don't know what Tua we're gonna get. But if I see a Tua that goes out there and he looks the same, doesn't have that it factor, because here's my comparison. I don't know. I mean, you guys, there's not a strong correlation between Florida Gator fans and Miami Dolphin fans. But for instance, so for the Florida Gators last year, our quarterback was Emory Jones. Anytime he was on the field, I had no confidence in our offense. Saturday night, we go out there, we play Utah. We got Anthony Richardson at quarterback. Every time he stepped on the field, I thought we had a chance to go out there and score. I thought we had a chance. And that's all I need from Tua. I'm tired of Tua dropping back and my asshole is quenched because I'm petrified he's going to throw that stupid interception or that stupid fumble that we were lucky enough to recover. He's got to avoid that. I'm not saying he's not going to throw any interceptions because that would be asinine. I'm just saying, like the stupid one, like the pick six against the Jets or the one against the Jags. You know, I can't have that. I can't have it. Like, that's that year 3 jump where, bro, you got to get that dumb shit out of your system and you got to play all 17 games. But what Tua are we going to get? I don't know. The only person who knows that is God. Do I think we'll see the best version of him? All signs point to it. But like you said, bro, until everyone's lined up and the paths are on, I have no idea. Let's see. You guys are absolutely blowing this chat up. I fucking love it. Absolutely love it. Someone was talking about the 2-and-on shirt, Barstool Sports shop. I should email them because I could sell these motherfuckers like crazy for them. Yeah, barstoolsports.com though. Tell them Nikki Smoke sent you. Let's see. You guys are blowing it up. I'm trying to get to someone. Now, this is a conspiracy theory that I'm kind of sold on. We have been cursed because the Hard Rock Stadium is built on a burial ground. I'm not ruling that out. If we lose week 1, that's my excuse. Because I don't have any other excuse in the world for this team if they lose to the dumpy Patriots week 1. The excuse right there on the screen is the only one I'll have. It's the only one I'll have. Let's see. X fumble was the big defense. X fumble was big. The defense will have to score. 100%. I was at that game. Live. And I thought life was sweet. And then that Tua interception happened. And that's what I was talking about. Like, that Tua cannot show up. If we want to win playoff games, if we want to beat Buffalo, we can't have stupid turnover Tua. That throw was terrible. Was it unlucky that it landed in the Patriots defender's hands? But 100%. But that throw was still dog shit. Dog water should have never been thrown. X was huge. If he didn't make that play, we would have lost and we would have started 0-8. So it is what it is. I don't think the defense is going to have to score for us to win this game. I think they're going to have to play well for us to win this game, but I think that's every game. I think our offense has to go up. They have to do their job. They have to handle business, and they got to score points. If we can't score points with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Eric Ezukama, Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, yada, yada, yada. If we can't score with those badass motherfuckers, I don't know what to tell you. Like, the defense should not have to score every single week like they did last year for us to have a shot at the game. And that's just me being honest. That's just me being real. Let's see what else we got. Shout out my dog, Waddle. Real ass man right there. Let's see. You guys got anything else for the kid? Any other questions? Any week 1 questions for your boy? Here's a fun one while you guys think of some questions for me. Because we'll go about an hour on here. It's hard to do it by yourself. Shout out TD. I don't know how he does. Bro, that man goes for like an hour and a half by himself. I'd lose my damn mind. Sorty tweeted something earlier. And I'm a big betting man, so Let's see what it is. Anytime touchdown scorer. So this means that anytime, if any of these players score a touchdown, now it has to be rushing. So you have to run it in, or receiving. You obviously have to catch it. You would win your bet. Now it's Chase Edmonds plus 180, Jalen Waddle plus 195, Tyreek Hill plus 200. By the way, if you don't know what that means, so plus 200 means if you put $100, so if you risk $100, you win $200 and you get your $100 back, obviously, because you won. So you would collect 300, but you'd only profit 200. All right, so keep that in mind. And then Raheem Mostert plus 240, Gesicki plus 260, and Tua Tagovailoa plus 300. I love Tua Tagovailoa to score a touchdown plus 300. Now, him passing one does not count. I want to let you guys know. So if Tua throws a touchdown, it would not count as a win. But every time that we play New England, Tua's running one in. I don't think there's been a single game that Tua's played in against the Patriots where he hasn't ran one in. And I love it. I'm going to just keep running the hot hand, and I'm getting plus 300. Give me Tua anytime touchdown. Plus 300? Yeah, I'll take that. Thanks. Cap for Life said, Smokes, your thought on T. Hill getting a touchdown or us throwing a pick? Which one comes first? Come on, Cap. Come on, man. Of course, Tyreek Hill getting a touchdown first. He might get the first touchdown of the game. How you like them apples? Tyreek getting in the end zone. Best believe that. I'd be shocked if Tyreek Hill didn't score the first game, to be honest with you. This is DeCarter says, new Miami Dolphins, a lot of new plays, old players getting better. Same with New England Patriots. So using the tape from last year helps us, but it don't at the same time. Here's my thing. I think we've upgraded from last year. I think the Patriots have downgraded. Their offensive play caller is Matt Patricia. Good luck with that. I will gladly take Mike McDaniel, the new offensive mastermind, the new scheme. I'll take Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle all day. I think we're a much better team, and we're completely different. We're unknown. We're like an alien in the NFL. No one knows what to expect. I think that's a huge advantage. Like I said, I expect to win this game. How do you plan for action in the secondary? All right, shout out Kohler. By the way, Kohler's got like the most amazing voice. If I could compare it to anything, it'd be like Rihanna singing. I don't even know. Like I'd say Adele singing. I think Adele's a much better singer, like better voice than Rihanna. That's how I would describe Kohler's voice. It's almost like an Adele. If I'm Belichick, how do you plan for I'm assuming play action in the secondary? Stop the run, I guess. Stop the run, and then you won't have to respect the play action pass as much. But that's really the only answer I have for you, because you watch this offense, all the pre-snap motion, all the run, the stretch runs, the outside runs. If you're averaging 3 to 4, maybe even 5 yards a carry, you have no choice but to bite on that play action. You're going to get cooked. You're going to get absolutely cooked. Whoa, this is egregious, Mike. You were on a hot streak. This one put you in the freezer. Is it possible we may be better playing the Bills in the cold if our running game is real? Okay, maybe I misread that. Okay, I mean, I think our chances of winning against Buffalo in the cold will increase with a legit running game. So I'm going to take you back out of the freezer. I'm going to put you back on the frying pan because you've been hot. You've been killing it with the questions and the comments. Okay, yes, I think we have a better chance to win on the road if we have a good run game. Yes, 100%. 100%. If Tua's throwing the ball 45 times in 12-degree weather, we suck. Like, we have no life at winning that game. No disrespect. I think Tua's going to be good, but he does not have the arm strength to throw the ball in 15, 20-mile-per-hour winds. Not many people do, by the way. He's not built for that. He's not built for that. Only 3 quarterbacks in the league are really built for that. So, yes, a run game would 100% help us win those cold games. Quite nice. 001 says, Tua truck someone. What's the odds, Smoke? Man, I hope he trucks someone. There's nothing more that I want to see than Tua being the MVP of the NFL. People, I don't even want to call them people. Stands, people that go through life with their blinders on and all they want to see is what they believe in. They get this thing mixed up. I'm a Dolphins fan right here. This is what I care about. Logo right here. The best thing for my football team is for Tua to be the best quarterback in the NFL. Be the best Tua he could be. Top 10, top 12 quarterback. But until I see that, until I prove that, you have to be critical and you have to hold people accountable. It is what it is. So he needs to go out there. He needs the ball. And if he needs to truck someone, he better run them over. Run them the fuck over and let them know that you're here to stay. I think Tua's going to be great this year. I think he's going to have the best year of his career. And to answer your question, yes, I think he will run someone the fuck over. I do. 100 Ante says Tua could throw the ball anywhere on the field. I'm sure he can, but I mean, there's not many quarterbacks that could throw the ball anywhere on the field when it's 12 degrees out and the wind is howling, or if you watch the Tennessee game. I mean, there is plenty of throws that he didn't make that game. I'm not saying that he sucks. But there's certain throws that quarterbacks can't make. It is what it is. It is what it is. Play smart. Play your game. I don't want Tua to be Josh Allen. I don't want Tua to be Justin Herbert. I don't want him to be Patrick Mahomes. I want him to be the best version of Tua that he can be to help us win games. That's it. See, this is what I don't like, though. Well, it wasn't his fault either. What do you mean it wasn't his fault? He's the one catching the snap, throwing the ball. He's the one catching the snap, throwing the ball. You hold people accountable. He had a shit game. You hold him accountable. It was a shit game. You watch the film. You move on. You don't make excuses for everyone every single week. Was he at a disadvantage sometimes? Sure, whatever. But you don't just sit here and say, oh, no, you get a free pass. Nothing's your fault. No, that's bullshit. I appreciate you watching the show, and I love you for being here. But this is where I disagree with people. There's plays where it is Tua's fault. It's okay to accept that. It happens to every quarterback. I could show you the Jacksonville Jaguars interception, and you tell me if that's anyone's fault but Tua's. It's okay. Coach should have prepared better. Come on, bro. Coach should have prepared better. So should he. Tua should too. Everyone should have been better. You want to say the coach should have been better? Same with Tua. The coach doesn't determine catching the fucking snap. Or you're going to throw and the ball falls out of your hand. Come on. There's no excuses for anyone this year. This is a win now football team. Win now football team. I said what I said. Win now football team. Why don't you take responsibility for your organization for having a supportive coach all season? Again, for the 100th time, there has been things that has put Tua at a disadvantage. I am aware with that. I have come to terms with that. I believe Tua will succeed because those disadvantages have been changed. But a lot of those disadvantages doesn't decide whether or not he's going to fumble the ball 9 times or have a Tennessee game. I don't care that it was wet and rainy out. Have you ever watched playoff football? It's always wet, rainy, and cold. I don't care. The coach hated him. I get it. It doesn't change the fact that the ball's slipping out of your hands and you're fumbling 9 times. Because when Tua's, hear me out. When Tua has a bad play, oh, it's Flores. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. But hear me out. When Tua's dropping that bucket, when Tua's out there doing what Tua's supposed to do, when Tua looks good, it's all Tua. Tua's the man. That's why we took him at 5. But when things aren't going his way, if he makes a mistake, we want to blame someone else. I'm not with that. Were there things that he couldn't control, like Jesse Davis and Brian Flores? Of course. That's out of his control. But come on, man. When it's good because of Tua. And when it's bad because of Tua. Tua's good plays are Tua's good plays, and Tua's bad plays are Tua's bad plays. That's it. Sorry. I want nothing but the best for that kid. I want him to throw for 5,000 yards and 45 touchdowns. Nothing would make me happier. Look, this guy is saying things so I could respond. Now, obviously, he hasn't watched my show, or he hasn't watched it enough. But he's saying, so you don't think that it affects your playing? Of course it affects your playing. I've said that before. But what I'm saying is that when Tua is succeeding and he's looking good, right? And he's throwing dimes and he's throwing dots, you don't want to talk about Flores. But God forbid Tua throws a pick 6 against the Jets or has a Tennessee game, it's all because of everyone else. I'm not with that. Nope. Not with that. Not at all. Kohler says these are professionals. Yes, the coach is responsible for the macro, but it is the pro's responsibility to his craft. I think that's fair. I think that's very, very fair. Preach. I think it's very, very fair. Do I think Tua was dealt an unfair hand? 100%. 100%. That's why I think he's going to be so good this year. But for me to just ignore things and just act like everything is because of this head coach, no, I'm not going to do that. Now, if I'm an employee and I know that my boss is trying to replace me, would that make me pissed off, and would that affect possibly how I work? For sure. But to just pinpoint like everything that I'm able to accomplish because of that, just on him. So if I'm succeeding, it's because of me. But if I'm failing, it's because of them? Nah. Nah, bro. Come on, man. I ain't doing that, man. It's tough. No doubt it's tough. But it's time for us to stop making excuses. It's time to hold everyone accountable, including Tua, including Austin Jackson, including the offensive line, including everyone. And I'm really not that big of a flow guy, bro. But we had back-to-back winning seasons. We hadn't had that in 20 years. And just because I said it would affect the way I work doesn't mean that I would just use it as an excuse for all of my failures. I mean, you got to hold yourself accountable. You got to look yourself in the mirror. Look, my boss might be trying to replace me, but I'm going to show that motherfucker why I shouldn't be replaced. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to show them why I'm that dude. I'm going to have the best numbers in the office. I'm going to do that. I'm going to let them know I'm the guy. And sure, they might be setting you up so those numbers might not be the ultimate peak, which is what I'm saying. Tua has not hit his peak. He's not even close to his peak. But to just blame Flores and everyone else for why he had 16 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, no. Hold everyone accountable. Hold everyone accountable. What a show. What a fucking show. I love all you guys so much. This chat has just been on fire. I can't thank you guys enough. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to hit 800. We got to hit 800. Help me hit 800. Share with your mom, your sister, your auntie, your grandma, whoever. I love all you guys so much. Make sure you guys are back right here Wednesday, 5 p.m. The Smoke Show. I should have my co-host Bobby on if he's not on the golf course. And we'll have the panel opened up. I want all you guys to start getting up here. And they call it the Smoke Show for a reason. I want to start hearing your guys' smoke on the channel. And then once we start playing, man, I mean, it is over. It is seriously over. It's going to be outstanding. I love all you guys so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm your host, Nikki Smokes. You were listening to The Smoke Show, and I will see you guys right back here Wednesday at 5 p.m. Fins up.